It's beautiful in its own way, isn't it?
I always knew there was something special about it, just couldn't quite put my finger on it.
So, what's the plan?
We simply extract a small sample from the core of the tree, safely count the rings without harming it.
Oh, right!
Good to know. I mean, it's not every day you need to find the age of a tree, but I always thought you had to cut them down and count the rings to know for sure.
Nope. You can also get a pretty good estimate just from the circumference, if you compare it to the trunk of the same species. A fallen one nearby usually does the trick. But, given that this one might have survived from the Age of Darkness, it probably didn't have a chance to grow the way it should have. Some of its rings will be super small, which is why we need to take this sample and...
Yes, there's no mistaking it. It is indeed exactly as I hypothesized.
Hey, you made it! This tree is the other main thing we wanted to check out while we were in Sandrock.
To locals, I believe it's known as the Mountain Widow. Way back when people first started settling in Sandrock, there were 2 of them up here. But now, this jagged-looking tree stands lonesome atop Mount Rock Sand, looking down mournfully, waiting for one who shall never return as the eternal weight slowly saps its life away.
Ooh, it's the Mountain Widow. Better watch out. It's haunted by the ghost of...
Portal?
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have gone there.
Felis euphratica, a species now found all throughout the Eufaula. Every tree resembling this one you see. In layman's terms, this is their mother.
So she really is a widow? I didn't know trees could be mothers.
Indeed. This species produces trees with male or female flowers. When pollinated, the female trees produce seeds. Its male counterpart likely was that other tree you spoke of, based on the location. Which, if I'm right, makes this tree the last of its species from the old world.
What? So, you mean the Mountain Widow survived the Age of Darkness?
I believe so. By some miracle, the 2 poplars survived the calamity, as well as 300 years of darkness. This symbol confirms this one's age, and my theories. Subsisting atop this mountain, reaching up at the dullest of sunlight, they were just only able to cling on to life long enough. When Peach parted the skies, they were revitalized, and shortly after, this mother tree dispersed her seeds into these windy heights to become the basis for the forest around Martel's oasis. Hence, Sandrock.
Wow, I've never heard anything like that before.
That's because I've just discovered it.
Congratulations, Dr. Lua! I smell publishing and awards!
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I still need to get back to the lab and compare their genetic material, but to me, seeing this...
Nice! What a privilege to witness such a discovery in real time. Thanks for inviting us, Nia.
My only regret is, this tree was doing well until just 50 years ago. The relic rush has, in the end, widely claimed this particular relic too, it seems.
Wow. It's been just here on the horizon and nobody knew. I'll bet the people of the relic rush never knew either.
Unlikely they had any clue as to its significance.
Yep. Might very well have been the last known Old World tree in the whole of the Eufaula. And now... yeah.
It has lived for a long time, and now is holding on by a thread. To think, everything this tree has seen, the rise and fall of civilization, the hope of Peach, the fall of Sandrock.
Which will soon be continued by the rise of Sandrock.
One can hope.
Do you think if we can make Sandrock green again, she could make a comeback?
Not a chance, I'm afraid. Even under the most optimal of circumstances, this tree will be consumed by fungus and pests long before our plans even begin to come to fruition.
Sorry if this is a dumb question, but can't we just water it? Fertilizer?
The soil up here is 100 years away from being able to support a tree of this size. It's impossible.
I see. I guess this is hello and goodbye then, Miss Mountain Widow.
The Mountain Widow wasn't waiting for anyone. It was just carrying on without her husband, watching its children thrive until seeing the forest disappear was too much for her to bear.
Doesn't seem right calling it the Mountain Widow knowing that.
It doesn't. How about Mama Tree, mother to all the poplar trees in Eufaula?
I like that better.
I'll abstain from this and continue referring to it as what it is. The progenitor of the populous Euphratica.
Think we need something catchier.
Regardless of your decision, I believe I have what I need. Shall we return to town?
Well, wait a sec, Professor. I remember from your nutrition class that as long as the roots are drinking, there's a chance. And you said yourself that Zeke's algae discoveries were changing soil faster than ever before.
Yes. Perhaps impossible was a bit of an overstatement. I suppose if we would divert all our efforts toward this tree, there may yet be a time to discover what this old world tree eats, if anything different at all. From there, a stable nutrient supply, meticulous care, consistent monitoring of its condition, it is theoretically possible.
Nice! So what's the first step?
However, our time here is limited, Nia. We came to assist Sandrock in their efforts to reforest the desert. And then we must return to Highwind to continue our research there.
Don't you want to save this tree, Professor? It's a piece of history.
I do. And we will try, if there is time. But saving our future is more important than preserving our past.
You're right.
Shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
It's over now, Mama Tree. You did it! We're gonna take it from here. Your family is gonna make it, I promise. You rest easy.
I might need to head off to the Blue Moon in a bit.
Thank you, Builder, Commissioner Wei, Mian, for your efforts in bringing the water project to fruition. Thank you, everyone, for your support and generous donations. And thank you to Director Chi for finding the reservoir. This was truly a united effort, and now I hereby officially declare the city-state of Sandrock no longer has a water shortage. I also declare, from this day forward, we can all take a nice dip in Martel's Oasis on a hot day. And since we're all here, Professor Law says there have been some developments in our research. For those of you who are interested in discussing, please join us in the City Hall shortly. Oh, you came! Well, let's get today's meeting started.
Greetings, humans. I am also uncertain. Ruling human called me here.
I I asked Larry to come today, it's all because of Professor Law's findings. I believe Larry may know more about it than we do. So, Professor Law, why don't you start us off with an explanation? I'm sure everything will be a lot clearer after that.
Thank you, Mayor Trudy. First, I will address the issue of the soil. Nia, Zeke, and I have done hundreds of experiments on local samples since we've been here. We've managed to garner a wealth of information from them. As it turns out, the soil quality varied widely depending on the area, much more than our models were predicting. This is the key reason why the planting failed in the Eufaula outback. For example, these are the sample results from near Gecko Station. You can see that for whatever reason, we're postulating maybe the proximity to the oasis. The sand in the area is much softer, and under ideal conditions, the nutrition level is adequate for growth. Now, on the surface, the sand in the outback seems to have similar qualities. But upon closer inspection, the sand there has too much saline in it, creating an incredibly low moisture level in the soil, making it unsuitable for water retention. Much of the Eufaula used to be part of the ocean floor before weapons used during the Day of Calamity raised it. The salinity left over makes the sand hard and extremely arid. That's why even the algae failed to form a biocrust. That's our report.
Soil quality is everything. Should have figured this out earlier. And instead, we wasted so much time and water.
The differences in the soil were incredibly subtle, Mr. Zeke. We only found this out after hundreds of experiments. You can't blame yourself.
Ruling human, why am I present? I do not understand any of these words.
About that. After we made the discovery, I asked Zeke about the source of the algae. The way I figure it, the old world scientists must have been testing different types of algae for their own biocrust efforts. Which we then went with Logan to the sunken ship ruins to recheck all the algae growth there, to see if there were any that can reduce the salinity and increase water retention. But we didn't find any. All the algae on that ship were the same type. Still, the ship must have been going somewhere. Maybe a laboratory or something. And Mr. Logan said he remembered such a place.
That's right. I reckon I'd been someplace like that. Some kind of old world lab. In fact, there are several of them out in the desert.
Once I was chasing a bunch of geeglers with my paw when we stumbled onto this high-tech ruins. It was just a short hop from the entrance to the Portia tunnel. What was inside sure did look a lot like the stuff from the sunken ship.
We weren't in there long. Me and my pa both got fierce headaches, so we had to turn away. When we went again, the place got sealed off by a rock slide. A sandstorm had done our job for us. Seemed pretty lucky at the time. I reckon Larry might know a thing or two about it, since his pa was the leader back then.
Yes, I know that place well. We have many nests. The location you mentioned is our headquarters. I'm not sure. We never had such an issue.
You sure you don't got some old world gadget in there that's emitting brain rays?
Now that you mention it, there is a machine that's producing a constant ping sound in our HQ. It never bothered us, so we let it be. Yes, it's a place we call the Giegler Main Office. Legend says the first employee took the holy book from there. But that's just what the elders say. No one's sure. Zena's grandfather used to be the keeper of that place. Algae incubators. What's that?
I have an algae sample right here. Have you ever seen this before?
Oh, you mean the meal machines? These are delicious. And yes, they have a variety of offerings.
That's it.
Oh, fantastic, Larry. But if there's such a machine, how do we disable it? Maybe we need to talk with Director Chi as well?
No problem. I'll go talk with him.
You know, ruling human, if you don't mind, I can just go disable it. If there are other Geeglers inside, I'll tell them you're friends, so they won't attack you when you enter.
Thanks, Larry. But you sure doing this won't get you fired?
Even though I know it's a joke, law human, that's still rude.
Sorry.
Will you be able to do that for us, Larry? It might be dangerous.
Worry not, ruling human. I've come to like this town, and I want to do my part in times of need.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Now we just need an exploration party to go in and pick up the algae samples. Justice?
Mayor, I'll go. With the Civil Corps still looking for any Duvos leftovers, we just can't risk sending the sheriff on every unplanned errand. How about me, Larry, and the professor?
You're sounding a lot like your pa right now.
The professor's been overworking too much lately. I'll go instead. I know what to look for, and I've taken defense classes, so I won't slow you down.
Fine by me. What do you say, Trudes?
Sounds like a plan, then. But what about the rocks blocking the way?
I don't understand. Can't we just climb the rock walls? Isn't that easier?
Don't know about you, but we weren't designed that way.
Whoa!
I reckon we'll need that drilling robot to break it down. Normal pick hammer ain't gonna cut it. Think you can handle that? You'll need to talk to Chi about it. Once the builder has the robot, let's meet up at the rock slide. Come prepared. Larry hasn't been there in a while, so who knows what we'll be facing.
You got it. Then it's decided. Thank you everyone for coming today. I hope we get some results soon.
Greetings, Master. Ah.
Goodbye.
So long, partner.
Hello! Oh. So long,
Nation really knows no bounds.
See ya.
Catch you later.
This meeting sounded like fun. Even though I'm not that interested in the botanical sciences, it'd still be delightful to catch up on the newest discoveries once in a while, especially from one of his premier researchers. Anyway, so you need the mobile suit? Unfortunately, it's not in an operational state at the moment. The force on Heidi's team really did a number to it. But not to worry though. I know Sleepyhead gave me a diagram of a drill before, but where did I put it? No matter, I'll be sure to find it and send it your way. Goodbye.
Howdy. See ya.
Yes.
See ya! See ya!
Hello. Ooh. See ya.
Hello.
Oh,
Catch you later.
Hello. I'm not a smart man. Catch you later.
Hello. Thanks. See you around.
You got all that stuff yet? No. Course not. Flour and eggs got plenty of uses outside of the kitchen. So many. I couldn't even begin to name all the ways. Well, go about your business. Don't worry about lil' ol' me and my lil' ol' secret. You'll find out soon. Hi.
See ya.
Howdy. You being here has given me another reason to keep fighting for Sandrock. As if I didn't have enough already. See ya.
Sweet. You're a real gem, you know that? Alright, catch you soon. I'm real busy now. Alright, I guess I can give you a hint. Secret recipe. Old family recipe. Let it be a secret for now. I'll show, later. You know, when you're part of the fam. Alright, well, thanks for the stuff, darling. I'll get back to you real soon with information regarding whatever I may or may not be working on. Kinda crazy. The right person for me was waiting for me right next door all along. If I could have seen the future, I'd have asked you out first day you came. See ya!
What have you been doing lately? X has been saying how he misses you so.
Rambo knows how to get to your place from practically anywhere in the city. I just say the word, and he cruises us right on over.
So now, please turn to page...
It's fabulous! Thank you. It's just how I imagined. I can see why Trudy said you're the best of the best. Right, well, I need to get cracking planning my lessons. Oh, that reminds me. Is there somewhere we can rent books in Sandrock? A city hall, maybe? Could you show me the way there? It's for my lessons. I just did a little practice, but I feel like I'm missing something. I think if I dig through a couple of books, I'll find what I need. Oh, yeah, I'm sure I won't get lost. And I suppose you all did solve the sand bandit problem, so it should be safe enough. Well, Thank you anyway. I'll see you soon. What are your hobbies outside of work? I enjoy going to the theater. When there are no new shows, I like to reread the classic plays. See ya!
Eh?
Ah, man.
Hmm?
Howdy.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Hmm?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah? Wow. Hmm? Uh-huh. Hmm?
Thank you.
Catch you later.
I'm really looking forward to this. It'll be our first professional collaboration. Hopefully the first of many to come, right? See ya.
Hello?
Howdy.
Ooh.
So long, partner.
Hello.